Everything is made of atoms. Now, this might sound strange to you because you're going to look around and you're going to say, well, I'm made of atoms and the table is made of atoms, but we're different from each other. There's different things about us. For example, I'm alive and the table is not. Now, it is true, everything is atoms, but atoms differ from each other. You can think of it like cars. Uh, One car might be square, another car might be shaped like a very smooth shape. They're both called cars, but they have different properties or different things about them. And we call the different atoms the elements. Let's see, the elements. Let me just bring in a picture here of the periodic table. Desktop. Go. This is the periodic table of elements. You can see some you might be familiar with now. Hydrogen, the most common element in the universe. Helium, you find in balloons. Carbon, you find in all living things. You'll find it in coal, you find it in diamonds. Nitrogen makes up the majority of our air. We need oxygen to live. Neon and neon signs. Sulfur is that rotten egg smell you get around wells. And then, of course, there's gold, or excuse me, gold down there, silver, cobalt, nickel, copper, and many others. So, if everything is atoms, these are all atoms, just like all cars are cars, what makes them different from each other? And we're going to find that out right now. Let me just bring in another picture here. So this is helium. And if we're to draw helium as an atom, we'll just make the picture that we made before. So helium has this little number 2 right up there. That means it has 2 protons, 2 neutrons. I forgot to draw the pluses inside those other ones. There we go. Plus, plus, and 2 electrons in the cloud out here. Now, this number is known as the atomic number. A-T-O-M-I-C number. Still working on the writing. The atomic number. And that is the number of protons inside of the atom. Let me just type that out real quick. The atomic number, the number of protons inside of the atom. There we go. Now, how does that determine what element we have? Let's take a look at another element. An element that you and I have inside of us, all living things. It's passed on from living thing to living thing, located in plants, located in animals. Carbon. Now, if you could locate what you think is the atomic number for this. If you said the atomic number was 6, you would be absolutely correct. That is, oops, the atomic number right there. So let's draw ourselves a carbon atom. Get the red. And this is going to take a little bit of time here, so hopefully I can speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These all have little pluses in them because they're positively charged protons. And it's going to also have 6 neutrons, 6 neutral neutrons. And around the outside in the cloud, it's going to have 6 negative electrons. And remember, there's And remember, there's no real line around an atom, just drawing it there to represent the cloud. Now you can now see the main difference between helium and carbon, and that is the number of protons. So the atomic number, right there, the number of protons in the atom is what determines what element it is. And that can make things as different as nickel with 28 protons and copper with 29. Nickel is like a silvery color, and copper is like an orangish red brown color. So just simply tacking on one proton to carbon would give you nitrogen, which we find in the air. And tacking one proton onto nitrogen would give you oxygen, which we also find in the air. And then tacking one more would give you fluorine, and then one more would give you neon, and then one more would give you sodium. So the number of protons, the atomic number, is what determines which element you have and which properties it has. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the properties. So actually, the next few videos, we're going to talk about the properties of atoms.